Hey guys, what's up? Joe. That coffee. Cheers. Welcome to Joe's Book Club, where I review books that I like. These are both from Mark Manson. I'm pretty sure most people have heard of this one, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. And I got his second book. Actually, the girlfriend got this one. I'm just reading it. Everything is Fucked. A book about hope, right? Now, I bought this one at Target. And then my girlfriend got this one too because, we got time, so might as well read, right? I know of Mark Manson for like a while. He has a blog that I like to visit. I'll have a link in the description so you guys can check it out, right? But he has a website with his own personal writings, right? He's a traveler and all this stuff. And he just pretty much talks a lot about his experience and, all the good stuff or his perspective on certain issues going on, whether it's personal relationships, current events and all that. And the cool thing about his writing is basically he's very upfront, just very YouTube-ish, right? Say someone that talks in front of a camera using bad words and shit like that. His writing is almost similar, right? It's written in a way that's explained in a manner that you can understand easily without using advanced mumbo jumbo words to make himself sound more cocky or important than you kind of shit, or trying to convince you of his way of thinking by making you feel dumb. Two of my favorite readings from him, and I'll post it both on my description, is basically The Disease of More. And it was a good writing, pretty much it says how your constant desire to improve can fuck you up down the line. For the most part, most of us are okay, right? Say you have a nice house, a nice car, a nice girlfriend, and this and that, but you get to a point where it's not enough. You want to have a bigger house, a bigger car, more cars, more women, or a girl with bigger tits, or whatever the fuck. You're never satisfied in that sense, or pretty much that disease of more is what fucks you up, right? Because you just land hard on your face rather than enjoying what you actually have, right? Definitely encourage that read. And also the Fuck Yes or Fuck No. Pretty much that was an interesting topic about learning, people put way too much emotion on stupid things that's not necessarily important, right? Say I don't know, I'm in a mosh pit, right? In a heavy metal band. I'm going in circles, throwing my fists around and all that stupid shit, right? Then I get up on the stage somehow because I'm drunk or whatever. Then I'm on the stage, I'm all thinking, oh shit, should I jump or should I no? And everybody's like, yeah, do it. So you're like, fuck it, fuck yes. You jump and everybody, you're having your fun, right? But if you go up on the stage and then you kind of freeze, you're like, I don't want to do this. You flip out, you're like, yeah. Kind of pussy out, then you kind of miss out on the opportunity of having a fuck yeah moment, right? So that's pretty much what this writing is about, enjoying those fuck yeah moments, right? There's definitely a lot of fuck no moments where you gotta learn to say no to, but that's pretty much what this writing is about. It's just learning to enjoy moments where the stuff that you may not do on a consistent basis, but there's certain events that happens in your life that only may happen once or doesn't happen often, so you gotta have that attitude, be like, all right, fuck it, let's do it. That way you don't not living your life with regret. That's a good read. So anyways, yeah, originally I was gonna make two videos for this books, but I mean they're, in my opinion, pretty similar, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll just might as well talk about his writing overall rather than the books themselves. Straight out, I do like the books, this one was fun to read, but the thing is that the way how I feel about these books is more say if you go to a bar and then this book is sitting at the bar, talking to the hot bartender and shit. He's on a stool and you just sit right next to him and he's like, hey, what's up, man, how you doing? Chilling, what about you? And then he pretty much starts talking all this shit. Then next thing you know, you're sharing pictures and maybe take a shot with them towards the end of the night because you're hanging out with this book. They're cool to hang out with because they have a lot to say. But then you had your fun and all that shit, but then by the next morning you kind of forget what you talk about. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about these books, right? I think this book's more written for people that have a hard time not having their priorities straight. And I went through a phase where I read like I said, I went to his website and I read a lot of his articles. I went and watched a lot of videos about self-improvement and all the stuff. I got into Zen personally, trying to learn how to control my anxiety that I had growing up because, I don't know, there's a lot, growing up, being self-employed and going through a lot of financial struggles and all that shit, it can fuck with you, right? So that development of myself to learning to chill the fuck out and not worrying about stupid shit, I guess I already obtained that. So when I read this book, a lot of the info was not 100% new, but it was still entertaining to read, right? And I do encourage people to check this book out, right? If you're okay with bad language and all that shit, right? And again, these books are written mainly from a person's perspective, just like any other book, right? So certain things may not pertain to you, may not relate to you and all this stuff, right? And but I don't know, I guess point I'm trying to get about it is I didn't really come out of this book remembering anything specific, right? Not like with other books where, like, say, like I read this book, right? The Right Exit Strategy by Bruce R. Wright. I didn't understand much of financials. I still don't. So I'm trying to improve myself in that sense, right? So I'm reading a lot of books about like how to improve myself and or improve my education on financial life, right? So there's a lot of examples in this book that stuck with me because it was new to me, right? So I do appreciate this book, and I do encourage people to read this damn book, right? Yeah, check that book out. It's really good read. The sort of art of not giving a fuck. It is a skill that it is important to like obtain. It does give good examples of situations of like why people already stress about stupid shit because they really had nothing else going on. I guess there's an example in the book where he says, imagine like a person, you're in line going to the grocery stores, right? And there's like an old lady yelling at the cashier because the coupon is expired, right? For most people, what we care about that shit, right? There's more important shit going on, right? But the old lady, she has nothing else going on in her life. All she does is cut out coupons and collects them, right? That's all her fucking life is just collecting coupons to save 10 cents on milk or something. So when she goes to the grocery store and her coupon expires, she flips the fuck out because, that's her value mentality system, right? It's pretty much like the book is kind of aims at. It's basically learn to like give a shit what's actually important and also to the people that actually are important of your life. People that are not, need to let them to fuck off, right? That can go for family members as well, right? If you have family members that are like, pain in the ass, you gotta learn to be like, you know what? You're my family and all this stuff. I love you, but I have to move on. In that sense, it's a good book. If you're a person that struggles with like maybe some depression, if you're a person that has a hard time saying no to someone or to something, or standing up for yourself, or maybe you have a lot of anxiety, I do encourage you to read this book. Good read, fun read. But like I said, a lot of this whole giving a fuck thing is nothing really new to me. So for me, like it was just a fun read. Like chatting with someone. Definitely check that book out. That Everything is Fucked. A book about hope. I feel it's almost like the same shit. Instead of like learning not to give a fuck, it's more about learning to let go, right? So I mean, the reason why I decided to make a review on these two books is because they're very fucking similar, right? But just in a different way. This one is more about learning what to give a fuck about. This one's learning, it's more about accepting the fact that you have no control over everything in your life, right? And I guess that's another thing that's kind of like I learned myself a while ago. You're a person that has control issues, or you're very sentimental about certain things in your life, whether it's your politics, religion, your relationships, your friendships, and all that. You're very defensive of it. The book pretty much aims that you gotta learn to keep somewhat of a distance of that shit because you don't have control of everything in your life, right? And I think that what causes a lot of problems and a lot of shit because for the most part we're fine, if you think about it. If you're watching this video, you have a house, you have food, you have internet, you have light, you have power, you have a computer that you probably build yourself, right? There's a lot of things that are okay. It's just that people are so attached to their own ideas of what makes a perfect life, what makes a perfect friendship, what makes a perfect job, and this and that if things are not met, you flip the fuck out, and then pretty much everything is fucked, right? And that's pretty much the book is trying to get at is basically, things are good. In reality, things are good. It's just you latch on to certain ideals and hopes of what things should be like, and when things don't go the way you think they should, it's fucking hell to play, right? And that's again, it's certain skills that you need to develop, right? So good books, I like them. They're fun to read. But like I said, because a lot of stuff I guess I already looked into in the past is not necessarily new to me. But like I said, to me, these are just almost like a fun conversation you have with a buddy, drinking at a bar. And then the next morning, you're like, oh, the fuck we talk about it? Whatever. You don't remember it, but it still made a change. You know what I'm saying? I'll put it that way. So yeah, fun books. I like them. They're $24, I think, at Target. Yeah, you can find these at Target. I got them with a discount, so it's worth it, man. They're definitely worth it, right? So learning to care is important, but you gotta learn what to care about, right? I care about making this video because I want to share, you guys, what I read and enjoy, and I want to make a video because I want to improve my YouTube channel. I care to maybe more down the line monetize my video. I want to pretty much achieve a new success in life, right? A new career path, right? It keeps me going, right? That's what I'd like, I want that. However, I don't have control over people. I don't expect a lot of people to watch my videos. I don't expect my channel to explode in the next day or two. I have no control of that, but it's okay. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing, right? Because I care about my channel. I do like it. But I'm going to let, the world do its thing. I'm just going to continue doing, and everything's going to be okay. And it's going to be fine, right? So, yeah. Check out these books. Thank you for watching. Take care and peace.